Alright, so I just got back from TED 2, and these are my initial thoughts on it. Going into this movie, I was scared. Extremely scared, because I don't know how many countless movie sequels have come out this year, and I've been disappointed, to say the least, about them. Hot Tub Time Machine 2 was abysmal. Horrible Bosses 2 was how you do a comedy sequel right, but unnecessary at best. This... meh. I had a good time up until the end of the film, because I don't normally look at reviews of a film prior to me going to see it. I go on Rotten Tomatoes and look at the average score. I looked at the IGN review of this movie just going in, and they said it succeeds more than it fails, which I can't not disagree with. It's just, there's so many things wrong with this movie. For those of you that don't know, this is Seth MacFarlane's movie. It's a follow-up to the film he made back 2010 about a talking teddy bear that comes to life. He voices the teddy bear in this one and the other one, and Mark Wahlberg plays like his best friend. This just... my problem with this is there's not so much anti-humor in this, it's just that a lot of the jokes take precedent over the plot. In the first movie, it had a strong plot that happened to have a lot of Seth MacFarlane's humor in it, whereas this one, the humor takes front and center to the plot. And it suffers because of that. It does have a lot of touching moments that the first one had. It's just that they're really rushed in this film. Like, halfway through the film, Ted, Mark Wahlberg, and Amanda Seyfried's lawyer, Samuel Jackson, they're taking a road trip across America from like Boston to Boston to New York to meet with another lawyer who is considering taking on Ted's case, because the whole story in this one is Ted is not a human being in the eyes of the law. Which, that's just really not... that's another concern I have with the movie, but we'll get to that later. But they're traveling across the country, and Ted crashes the car, and they are at this barn, and there's like pot fields all around it. They make a fire and they smoke some pot, and there's like it's a really good character moment. Like, there's no jokes, it's just them talking, and like Amanda Seyfried plays like a song, and there is some jokes going on while she's playing the song. Like, it's kind of like she's a Disney princess and all the animals are coming to hear her sing, and it's funny. Like, lobsters show up for some reason, and then a penguin and a monkey, and it's funny because the jokes don't take away from the overall touching moment that's going on, and it's an extremely good moment. Unfortunately, those moments are few and far between in this film. There's one towards the end where John like gets killed by a fake, like a spaceship, a Star Trek spaceship that hits him and smashes him against the TV, and then the TV falls on him. Like, Ted is with his friend, like, oh, like, someone call an ambulance, like, oh my god, you can't be dead, you can't be dead. And then he's in the hospital and he crashes, and it turns out he was faking it to get back at Ted for a joke he did in the first film. That just... that's a dickish thing to do, and that's a dickish thing to put in your movie. To make a joke overtake your character developing moments, when character developing moments were a finite and good thing in your first movie. Like, that's what bugs me so much about this film, is because there's a lot of good jokes in this, and they do hit. It's just that they take away from the overall experience of a good movie. I think Seth MacFarlane should have cut back on some of the jokes and some of the random shit that happens in this film. Like, they talked to the guy who played Flash Gordon, because he was a minor character in the first film. He's back in this one, and they want his sperm so Ted could have a baby. So they're talking to him. He's like, "Oh no, I can't give you my sperm because I'm like fertile, because I did a lot of blow back in the 80s, and like I need my one sperm cell so I can eat it if I get stuck on a desert island." And then like Ted throws a rock at his car as they leave. Like, I could understand, like, and then that's actually called back later that Sam Gordon is pissed about that happening. I don't know if it would have worked better if they would have ignored that, like, had it be a one-off joke, and then have Flash Gordon not care about it, or if it would have been better if it wasn't in the film. There's a lot of shit like that where the overall thing, like overall jokes, take away from the story. But there's other times where these weird random jokes work. Like there's a montage where the lawyer and Ted and Mark Wahlberg's character, John, are all, like there's a montage of them like studying for like Ted's case. They're like looking at different books. There's they're dancing, they're having fun, and one foot in front of the other foot's playing. That montage works because there's a lot of like weird random jokes. Like when they take a hit of the bong and the smoke says up, or something like that. Like that's cool, it works. Or the opening of the movie where it's like a show dance number. That works. It's just that it happens, there's a lot of just random shit that doesn't quite hit sometimes. And it's not even so much that it doesn't hit, it's just that the hit we get isn't worth the character development that we lose. And that's I don't know why they couldn't find that balance again. If the producer wasn't like keeping a close enough eye on Seth MacFarlane, or because he's a good director, and he has good tastes. It's just that this is his second movie that I've seen now where jokes have taken over the plot and have made it run off the rails. A Million Ways to Die in the West was exactly the same way, where it was nothing but jokes. There's very little plot. And it's so weird because this movie wants to have a plot. It tries to have a plot. Like the whole Ted being a person thing. It might not be a very interesting story. It's kind of like it's the storyline in a wrong fucking movie. But they rush it out like it's capped off so quickly, because basically the stalker guy from the first movie, Donnie, is working at Hasbro now for some reason, and he says to the Hasbro guy, like, oh, if he loses this case as a person, we can kidnap him and find out why he's alive and make more talking teddy bears like him. And the Hasbro guy goes along with it, and like, okay, that's actually a good plot, but instead of having it be with the storyline of him being a person, just have that actually be the main storyline. Like, I don't know, for the main storyline, they should have focused on John getting together with someone again. And while he's doing it, they attack him again. Like, that would have worked. Because you're not going to a movie with a talking teddy bear to see Academy Award-winning storylines. And I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting a semblance of a plot that had a beginning, a middle, and an end. This had a beginning and a middle, but a really rushed, stapled together end. And the other one actually felt good, though. The first one was juggling a lot of storylines. There was John trying to, like, satisfy, like, Mia Kunis, because she wanted, like, him to be more grown up and stuff. There was, like, and, like, that storyline led to, like, Ted moving out on his own and becoming an individual. And then Giovanni Ribisi's character came in and tried to kidnap Ted, and it worked, and it came together well. This one, those plot lines don't mesh well together at all. Like, maybe if Morgan Freeman's character had said, yes, I'll represent you, and then they just go, like, oh, we have to go to Comic-Con for a second, and then this stuff happens. That would have worked. But no, it's like, Ted marches all pissed off. He gets abducted. John saves him, gets hurt, and then Morgan Freeman's like, yes, I will represent you at this time. As far as cameos go, I think this movie missed a huge opportunity, because when they were at the barn that had, like, weed everywhere and a guitar, I think that would have been a perfect time for, like, Willie Nelson just to walk in. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who thinks that, but that would have been a really good time for just Willie Nelson to show up, be like, yep, this here's my farm. You're welcome to some of my crop. No, because this movie has a scene where Liam Neeson walks into a grocery store, like the grocery store Ted works at, and is like, are these tricks only for kids? Ted's like, no. Not really. Like, there's a 2-minute bit with Liam Neeson trying to buy tricks thinking they're, like, illegal for adults to purchase. Doesn't make sense. It's weird, but it's strangely funny. It's a good little cameo, and it works. Just, like, it's parts like that that work in this film, but there's just some random shit that just, for the character development that it sacrifices, doesn't work. And for the love of Christ, could they please explain why Mia Kunis is not in this instead of just chalking it up to, it just didn't work out. Like, explain. Flashback and explain a little bit. Because, like, for some reason this movie ignores everything that happened, pretty much everything that happened in the first movie unless it comes to a joke. Like, this movie could have also been, like, good if it had actually recalled those moments, like the first time they're fighting for Ted's cause, like that he's an actual person. If John had just mentioned, like, oh yeah, he was kidnapped and he was ripped in half, and like, I made the magic wish and he came back to life. They never mention the fact that Ted came to life at a separate point from when he was bought, because the first part of the trial after the opening statements is like, oh, Bennett, Mr. Bennett, where did you get the teddy bear from? He's like, my parents bought him. Oh. So, like, a piece of property, they bought him. When he should have said, my parents bought me a bear, but then I made a wish and he came to life. Like, that's technically what happened. I don't know why he actually didn't just say that. And I know, like, they were supposed to lose the trial because that's what the Hasbro guys are paying for. I get that, but just put more backstory into that. Like, show a scene with the jury being paid off or something. So I'm assuming that's what happened. But no, there wouldn't be enough time for jokes and for the teddy bear to tell someone to fuck off. Like, it worked in the first film. The first film was a surprisingly good film. It was a surprisingly touching film, too, because it was able to balance those kind of jokes with a good, cohesive, smart plot. So, just final thoughts on this film. If you like the movie, if you're anything like the audience I went to go see this movie with, which, like, I'm not saying everyone in the audience is like this, but there's, like, a group sitting behind me who were, like, bros, and they're like, that's funny, he's sucking on a dick, he wants to fuck her, I just fuck. If that's like the fucking the common denominator of this film, I'm scared. And then when Mark Wahlberg's character died, like, everyone was like, that's stupid. He can't be dead. Like, I just wanted to shout. I was like, God damn it, you know it's not gonna stick. But if that's like who this movie's pandering to, and if you're watching my review, go see it. You'll probably fucking love it. If not, rent it when it comes out. Or if you're at least morbidly curious, like I was, you're gonna be angry, but you're still gonna have a good time up until the end. Because, in all honesty, up until the last 20 minutes, I was having a good time. But then the last 20 minutes, when they just rush these storylines so quickly out the window, it's so maddeningly frustrating. I want to like this movie a lot more. I did. But I can't give it anything more than, like, go see it on cheap seats, I guess, like on a Tuesday, or rent it when it comes out, like watch it on Netflix. That's all I can really say. I guess on the trailers now. The Walk, Ant-Man, and nothing new, just those ones. We didn't get anything like new. Oh, NWA. A frustrating thing for me about these trailers, because I've already really said my thoughts. Ant-Man, it looks awesome. I'll probably go see it. The Walk, I don't know. It does look like a good movie, but I know how it ends. He's not gonna die. He completed the walk between the Twin Towers, and he's famous for it. That and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's French accent is bonkersly annoying. And NWA. Fuck, I'm gonna see that. That looks amazing. But here's the thing. This was an R-rated movie. Show R-rated trailers. Don't give me a PG-13 trailer when I'm going to see an R movie. I get it's a new trailer. I get that the Green Band NWA trailer, Straight Outta Compton, is new. But you're at an R-rated movie. Show the Red Band trailer, even if it's old. The Red Band trailer is better. But yeah, next week is Terminator Genesis. Go see that. This is gonna be a busy month. July is gonna be a busy month. Oh, we also got a trailer for Trainwreck, which, god damn it, I'm excited for that. Just because Amy Schumer's on fire right now, like, popular as all shit. I love her show. I hope she can... It looks like from the trailer that she's bringing some of her attitude and comedy to the movie, which I hope she does. Let me think. So next week will be Terminator Genesis. I'm thinking of tossing up a video of True Detective and Hannibal, now that I've seen an episode, more than one episode of Hannibal, because Hannibal's a dense show, but since the episodes are only 45 minutes, I tend to like to watch a few episodes before I summarize my opinions on the events thus far. Plus, since this is season 3, where I was waiting for them to, show who had survived the attack of the season 2 finale. So, yeah, I'm gonna put up a video of Hannibal and a video of True Detective season 2 first impressions. So, see you guys next time. If you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, please. I could always use more subscribers. And comment if you want me to do, some kind of special video, like a top 10 video, or a top 5 video, an angry review of some older movie. Or if you want to see me drink or eat something stupid, send me a comment, because it seems that my drink videos always get the most likes and watches. So, see you guys next time. Bye.